Hello Peanuts fans, I'm Karen from CollectPeanuts.com. Today we're going on an antiquing journey. First up, join me at the antique mall, and then we're heading to a flea market. If you want to go on more adventures with me, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join us on Patreon.com where you'll see behind the scenes of where I've been and where I'm going. Let's get started. Look at this beautiful antique mall. Wouldn't you like to know where it is? Come join us on Patreon so you can visit this wonderful place too. First, I found these tip-top comics with Peanuts inside. And here we have a Snoopy plush doll, perfect for any kid forced to go antiquing. Here's another one. There's plenty of Snoopies to go around. Next we have this Peanuts puzzle from Seco. At $8, I decided to pass. Look at this beautiful display. These bookshelves full of books. What a great place. And down here we've got Uncle Sam Snoopy. This is a Kurt Adler ornament. Perfect for somebody's Christmas tree. Go back and snap this one up for just $7.50. I decided to pass because of the condition of the box. Should I have? Here we have a couple of McDonald's figures. Very common, and I will pass on those. Here we have Lucy. The tag says she's a bobblehead, but she's actually a jointed figurine. I had one of these as a kid. Unfortunately, it does not ring anymore. But down here, what is this Pez dispenser? Darn it, it's Mickey Mouse. Let's take a look at this Snoopy sippy cup instead. At $14.50, that is a pass from me. Snoozy? That's not the dog we're looking for. Here we have a Snoopy trophy, ski bum, and a very old Snoopy doll. Here's a hot tip. Use your cell phone to get prices on the bottom of things rather than trying to reach into display cases. Up the stairs, there's even more on the third floor. What? There's more stairs? And look at this display. Oh my goodness, the things you see at antique stores. Like this Peanuts ornament from Hallmark. Very cute, but at $22 without the box, that's a pass from me. What do we have here? A Snoopy Chex Bank from the 1990s. Very common, as well as this Camp Snoopy glass. It's too bad it's so faded. Our next antique stop, I found this Peanuts needlepoint kit for $40. It's already been opened and it's a pass from me. This Charlie Brown Pez dispenser is in great condition and still in the package. I'm going to leave this for another lucky Peanuts fan. Some more Hallmark ornaments here. The one I'm taking home is Snoopy the Magnificent. Another Christmas find, it's a Simon Simple's Christmas stocking from the 1960s. At $55, I don't need this one under my Christmas tree. Snoopy's Christmas? Aw, that's not Snoopy. If you want a little hint as to where I've been, here's a view of downtown. Some more Camp Snoopy glasses at $14 a piece, and this Snoopy look-alike salt and pepper shaker. Wonder where his partner went. At the end of our antique store adventure, we have this stack of Snoopy finds. First up, a 1,000-piece photo mosaics puzzle from Buffalo Games. At $15, this actually is a pretty good deal, but since I already have this one, I saved it for another collector. Next, The World of Snoopy, Snoopy Hits the Beach. This is for the animated Snoopy plush doll, just like Teddy Ruxpin. I already had this one, so I decided to pass. Finally, we've got a 400-piece family puzzle from Seco. I decided to pass on this one at $15. That's it for this one. On to the flea market. I always start the flea market with the booth that is guaranteed to have Snoopy stuff. Let's dive right in. Look at all these goodies. Somebody needs to buy these from him, and it's not me because I have most of this. Look at all these beautiful pieces. Definitely worth a visit. And my first purchase of the day, this little beauty, a Snoopy ski pin. Next, he might look like Snoopy, but he is not. Should I have bought this plate for $14? Plus they had this fabulous Peanuts Girl tin. The one, the only, the classic Snoopy phone. Of course, there's going to be Camp Snoopy glasses. Most people might have missed this one. It's a Peanuts date book. Not a Peanuts character in sight, but I know what's inside. Unfortunately, there is a lot of writing on this one, so I passed on it. This puzzle is not from 1965, and it is not worth $20 to me. These glasses at just $5 a piece definitely took some of these home. Plus, I have these lovely party napkins now in my collection. Another collector can pick up these McDonald's toys. We have more McDonald's toys and peanut stuff, but I passed at these prices. And we have a very old Lucy doll that would have gone with that very old Snoopy doll we found in the antique mall. In this condition, I gave her a pass. I decided to give this booth a pass when the dealer got annoyed at me for touching this radio next to this avalanching pile of books. I might collect peanuts, but I'm no kid. And here's an oddity. I recognize this Snoopy. He's from Snoopy's Scooter Shooter, made by Child Guidance. But when we look closer at this item, it says Walt Disney. Yeah, these two items do not go together. Let's just put him back. Next I spot a Snoopy and Charlie Brown clock. Here's an oldie but goodie. We've got a lenticular button from Hallmark. Just $9. If I didn't already have one in the shop, hint hint, I would have bought this one. Did you spot it as fast as I did? Here's the Peanuts treasury. Next we have a Joe Cool shower radio from the 90s. Yet another Chex Bank. See them everywhere. A Camp Snoopy purse. Look at that pink. That's a pass at $15 for me. Here we have a Snoopy Flying Ace Avon bottle. Without the box at $20, I'll leave him for someone else. A few books, they're pretty common. But when the dealer tells me it's $2 a piece, I decided to pick up You're the Greatest Charlie Brown. What is this? After some close inspection, I decided somebody put a poster and a bunch of stickers on a popcorn tin. This booth always has something for me. Here's a Woodstock for Easter, $3.50. We'll save that for someone else. And what else do we have? Wow, a Peanuts wall hanging, just $20. And I talked them down to $15. Here's a blast from the past. We've got some RCA Select-O-Vision video discs. In this condition, it's a pass. Next we have a rare book, Christmas Time with Snoopy and His Friends. Unfortunately, this book isn't in the best condition, so I gave it a pass. Here we have another oldie but goodie. It's Good Grief Peanuts, plus Snoopy and the Red Baron. Again, the condition is an issue. There's a Snoopy phone and bank. Who's ready for lunch? Snoopy and Woodstock and Charlie Brown. It's just $20, but the condition is not what I would want for my particular collection. Here's a vintage Snoopy watch for $30. That's a great price. Some Charlie Brown and Pigpen yard art. The dealer walked up to me and handed me 2 bags of buttons, saved just for me. I'm gonna take my pick of the litter and get all of these cloth-covered buttons. You just don't see these. If you have an interest in any of these other buttons, I might have some in my shop. Go visit us at CollectPeanuts.com where you can buy all sorts of good stuff for your Peanuts collection. Here we have a mystery item. This Snoopy hockey figure is made by Universal Product, which I hadn't heard of. So I don't know exactly what this is, and I bought it for $15. Should I have gotten It Was a Short Summer Charlie Brown for just $9? Let me know in the comments. As usual, there are always Peanuts Pez dispensers to find. Here's a vintage coloring book. It has a lot of coloring in it and some cover damage, so I passed on that one. And another one with writing on the front. Look at all these Peanuts goodies. I wonder if another collector snapped these up after I passed on them. And what's this? Is this a tiny little pig? How can you resist those eyes and that wiggly little tail? Petunia was wonderful. What do we have here? It's a Charlie Brown Pez dispenser. I've seen better days. Look at all these character glasses. Of course, it's Camp Snoopy. And a McDonald's figure. So cute. Another Chex Bank? Goodness. And what do we have here? It's a Snoopy board puzzle. $15 is definitely a pass from me. What's over here? I spy some Snoopies. These are Whitman's Chocolates Easter figurines. Oh, here we go. We've got a bunch of Snoopy stuff here. I did buy that plaque. And here we've got some DIY, a couple of cutout pillows at 20 bucks a piece. Too rich for my blood. We've got Snoopy the Beagle Scout and Snoopy in an airplane with Woodstock. Here we have another pair of Camp Snoopy glasses. They're just everywhere. More board puzzles, and we spy Sally with the roller skates in that condition, missing their paint. That is a pass from me, especially at $20. Well, thanks for joining me on this antiquing adventure. Is there anything you would have bought for your collection? Let me know down in the comments. Plus, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us on Patreon.com for more of those details. Plus, hop on over to CollectPeanuts.com where you can see more photos of my collection, read articles about collecting peanuts, and pick something up to put in your collection. Happy collecting, everyone. Bye!